Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We finally made it back up to where the shop is. We have so much work to get done on this car. I don't know exactly what I want to start with today. I'm half tempted to pull the motor. Oh my gosh, this clutch. God damn, that's bad. Half tempted to pull the motor and transmission together. Tranny needs to be replaced. It's locked out of 6th gear. I already have a tranny lined up. The clutch needs to be replaced. We have a clutch at home. The motor has that ticking sound. I think it's lifter tick like we explained in yesterday's video, but I'm not 100% sure. So I guess, I don't know. Let's just get the car in the shop, maybe do a compression test, a leak down test, pull the valve cover, see if you see anything weird going on there. Maybe drain the oil to see if there is copper in the oil. The reason I want to diagnose the engine issue first is because if we need to order parts, we need to get those ordered ASAP. The tranny is here local. We're just gonna go pick that tranny up tonight. But if you have to order parts, I want to get those ordered like right now. So we got to get the Evo in the location we always work on cars. Let's pull out the FRS. I think winter's maybe over. We might get snow tonight, so I don't really care if this car sits outside for a little bit. So let's clean up this back area right here. We're gonna back the Evo in over here. And then I think the first things we wanna do is like a compression test, a leak done test, and see how healthy this motor is. That's something that I should have done before I ever even bought the car. All right, so the motor is still warm. You want to do a compression test when the motor is warm. That is the first thing that we're going to be doing is the compression test. I'm pretty confident that the noise we are hearing with this engine is lifter tick. The guy we bought it from said he already replaced the lifters, so it kind of worries me a little bit, but at the same time, it didn't completely sound like he maybe bled them correctly. He did say they were eBay set, so let's just get this compression test out of the way because if the engine is low on compression, we're going to pull it out and rebuild it no matter what. So we got all the spark plugs out, we got the coils out, and the compression tester screwed into spark plug hole. This is a Craftsman compression tester. If you guys want to pick one up, I'll have it linked down in the description box below. So the motor's still warm. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna hold the gas pedal all the way down to the floor. And I'm expecting to see, I don't know if this motor's stock or if it's been built, but I'm expecting around 130 PSI across all 4 cylinders if this motor's healthy. So every cylinder is right about 125 PSI, which for the miles on this motor, I'm guessing it's stock, is not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with those numbers. From here, I think I just want to pop off the valve cover, see if we see anything obvious going on inside of there. I don't know if you guys also heard when we were doing the compression test, the starter on this car sounds extremely loose. So yeah, that's probably gonna have to be replaced in the future, but for now, let's try to figure out this ticking issue. Valve cover on this car is pretty easy to pull off. There's like, I don't know, maybe 10 bolts around the valve cover. Some wiring here we're gonna have to remove, throttle cable, this harness back here, and the valve cover should pop right off. I don't see anything abnormal going on under the valve cover, but we do not have the lifters out right now. I wish I had the tool to pull the lifters out without removing the cams, but I don't. So we're gonna have to pull off the timing belt, pull off the cams, and remove all the lifters, go through, make sure none of them are stuck, because if one is, that's definitely gonna cause the issue that we're hearing. If they are all in good condition, we can move on from there. It definitely sounds like it's something in the top end, but it could be maybe a broken piston. But if it's a broken piston, it seems like you'd have really, really low compression or no compression on one of the cylinders. But let's just get this thing jacked up in the air. We got to pull off the accessory belt, timing cover, timing belt, water pump, all that stuff to get these cams out of here. So I just crawled under the car to kind of check things out. This thing's quite a bit worse than I originally expected. It looks like the transfer case had a crack in it, which could definitely be welded. I think the transfer case itself is fine, but the housing definitely had a crack in it. We do have a new transmission we're going to be putting in the car anyway, because 6th gear on this 6-speed is completely locked out. The oil pan is leaking, and I feel like I should just pull the whole drivetrain to briefly go through it, check everything out. We can figure out what that knock is, or that clinking noise is while the engine's out. Swap out the tranny, swap out the clutch, get that transfer case welded up, throw everything back in the car, and we would know everything's good to go. I don't know though, like, that's so much work. I don't know if I want to go that far right now, because like I just want to figure out this knocking issue first, but I feel like we're gonna just waste so much time if we don't just drop everything out right now. I hope that makes sense. Like, look at how dirty it is under here. You see all that? It's missing the cover for the flywheel. That is so disgusting. You know what, guys? Screw it. I don't feel like messing around, just beating around the bush, trying to figure out what all is wrong with this car. I'd rather just pull everything out, run through it real quick. It's not going to be anything like the Evo 8 that we did, where we go through and Cerakote everything and make it all perfect. I just want this thing to run good, run solid, and make sure it's good to go. So let's just pull the motor, pull the transfer, pull the tranny. We need to have that. I'm pretty sure that transfer case is busted. I can't really tell completely because there's so much grease and oil on it. But if it is, we can have it welded, or if we need to replace it, we can replace it. Pull the pan, make sure the bearings are good, make sure there's no copper in there, reseal the pan because it's clearly leaking, and then throw everything back in the car. Let's get to work. As you can see, we have a ton of parts already removed from the car. From here, it's pretty much disconnect the tranny from the transfer case, pull off all the motor mounts, pull off the downpipe, and we should be able to drop everything out. I will be pulling the transfer case as well. If it actually is cracked, oh man, it's cold. If it's actually cracked, I'll pull it out, bring it in, have it welded if it's fixable. If not, we're gonna have to buy a new one. But let's keep trucking along. I want to figure out what exactly is going on with this engine tonight. Alright guys, we got the motor and transmission out of the car. Right now we're going to go ahead and disconnect the trans from the engine. The whole bottom of the transmission, the case of it is completely snapped. So I can kind of see why like the tranny was giving us problems. Thankfully we weren't planning on rebuilding it, we were planning on just replacing it. So not a big deal there, not going to be any extra money because we were just going to throw that transmission in the garbage anyway. As far as the transfer case goes, it looks like it's not cracked at all. I think I was just seeing it on the tranny. I am going to go ahead and clean it up. I might still pull it out, clean it up, and make sure that it's not actually cracked. But yeah, let's get the motor and tranny disconnected, and then we can tear apart the motor and see what's going on. Holy crap guys, check out this transmission. Look at this crack. Let me go by the light. Look at that crack right there. That is insane. And then there's a busted off tab on the bottom. I thought that was the transfer. I didn't really pay attention, but thankfully it's on the tranny. Big ass crack right there. This whole thing is pretty much trash. I don't know what clutch that is, but let's go ahead and rip it off and see how much life is left. There's probably not gonna be anything left at all. I am not sure what brand this is. I know ACTs are yellow. This one, the pressure plate is red. So I don't know what brand this is, but some sort of 6-puck with 0 life left. Wow, that thing is hashed. It does have a lightweight flywheel on it. I don't know if I'll use it. I don't know if you can really turn lightweight flywheels, so I may just pick up an OEM one. Actually no, I do have a spare ACT lightweight flywheel here, so I'll probably use the new ACT clutch with the ACT lightweight flywheel, and that should be good. I think right now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the shop a little bit, maybe throw the wheels and suspension back on the car, get it on the ground, and maybe push it farther back. And then from there, I want to work on this motor. We got to figure out what exactly is going on. Remember at the beginning of the day, I pulled out the FRS because I thought it wasn't gonna snow. Here we are, right after I pull out the FRS, just getting freaking smashed with snow. So that kind of sucks, but oh well. All right, so the first things that I want to do is pull off the timing belt. Wow, we're missing the water pump bolt. Pull off the timing belt, all the accessories over here. As you can see, it's missing the upper and lower timing belt covers, which is absolutely crazy. That's why everything is so rusty in here. So we're gonna have to go through, replace all these pulleys and whatnot. I might do the balance shaft delete, not exactly sure yet. And then we can pop off the timing belt, the valve cover, pull out the cams, pull out the lifters, figure out what's going on there. We did drain the oil already. There was not a speck of metal or copper in the oil, so I'm pretty sure the bearings are good. But of course, we're gonna pop off the fan and confirm that. All right, so here is the current situation. We pull off the cams, all of the rockers, the hydraulic lifters, every single thing looked fine. I didn't see any damaged pieces. All the hydraulic lifters, none of them were stuck. So that kind of leaves me to like debating pulling off the head. We're so far deep in this motor, like I don't want to go any farther, but at the same time I don't want to throw it all back together and realize there's something in the bottom end. I don't think I'll do it tonight. That noise definitely sounded like it was coming from the top end, so in my opinion, it would have been like maybe a broken rocker arm, broken lifter, or stuck lifter. Everything seemed fine though, so I'm really debating pulling off the cylinder head, which sucks, but it's kind of cheap insurance. You know, it's like 60 bucks for head gasket, maybe 200 to have the head gone through, put all new seals in the head, all the Velcum seals in the head, and make sure all that's good to go. But I was really hoping we wouldn't have to go that far on this build. We made so much progress today. I am going to go pick up a new transmission tonight, so we'll have a new 6-speed or a low mileage 6-speed for this car. I already have a clutch here. We're just gonna have to wait for a bunch of parts to come in. I need to pull this head off probably tomorrow morning, bring it in, get it dropped off, have that gone through, and then just wait for a bunch of parts to come in. I do think I'm gonna wrap the car. The majority of you guys said that you wanted to see this car wrapped instead of painted, so I'm trying to decide on what color to do. I'm kind of thinking like Nardo gray wrap with these wheels that are on there powder coated white. I think that looks so sick. Obviously with a little bit smaller tires. These tires that are on here are absolutely huge. As you can see, they're pretty freaking big. I think they're like 255, 45 or something crazy like that. So I'll step down a size or two so they actually clear the fenders. Wrap it Nardo gray, powder coat the wheels white with the teal calipers. I think it would look really freaking nice. I don't know, I've always liked the Nardo gray, and it would kind of match the OEM color, so you don't have to worry about like the engine bay, the door jambs, all that stuff. Let me know what you think in the comment section below of that idea. I think it would look sick. Also, if you have any other suggestions as to what that noise could have been, I'm kind of also thinking balancer shafts, but it sounded like top end to me, so I don't think it could be the balancer shafts. I don't know. This car is turning into a massive project. Either way, I'm gonna wrap up this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this upload. We made so much progress on the car today, like I already said. I'm super pumped for this thing, and it's gonna be a super fun build. Thank you guys for following along. I'll see you in the next episode.